Bitcoin ordinals are melting faces. I've been trying to tell you about them since last year. You could have literally closed your eyes and thrown a dart and landed on something and been up exponentially since I started making content on Bitcoin ordinals. But don't worry, there's plenty of good opportunities around, and there's some projects that haven't even released yet that you can get in very early on. In this video, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin ordinals and primarily 3 projects coming up, one in just a few days and the other ones in the following weeks that I think are going to be winners this cycle. Just to kind of give you an idea what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, started making content on ordinals over a year ago. This is on Twitter. This is when they first came out. Literally made a video on the first 10K NFTs, even though they're not NFTs, on Bitcoin mainnet. Literally within that sub 10K that I was talking about, it has its own narrative as the first 10K ever inscribed on Bitcoin. 0.08 is the floor. 0.08 Bitcoin is around $4,000 right now. Yeah, 4,146. You can kind of see that at the bottom left of the screen. So just keep in mind that 0.01 is around $500 at some of the things that we're looking at. Again, as I said, throw a dart, land on something, and would have been fine. You go back to this playlist. I talked about all kinds of things. I talked about node monks. Node monks are currently one of the top competitors, or one of the top leaders on all Bitcoin ordinal marketplaces at 0.18. What's 0.18 even at right now? I don't remember the node monks mint. It was a weird Dutch auction, but it's still around 10K USD. The mint was under, I believe it was like under 2K. I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, just all that being said, you can see it here. OXBT hasn't really moved a lot, so not here to brag about that one. Still up if you actually minted it, and it was exploding at that time. How to buy ordinal step by step. You get the point. Been talking about this for a long time. Talk about it on podcast, weekly on DJ and Dad's podcast. Talk about it on Twitter. Check it out on Twitter over there. This isn't, I was right. This is just a look where it's at. So you probably clicked on this video thinking, okay, well, I want to know what's next, like what's happening next. So yeah, and I got Bitcoin Frogs too, who actually touched a quarter of a Bitcoin at one point. They're currently at 0.167. And then we of course have our Pizza Ninjas project at 0.047. That's a project that I work for. A lot of cool stuff going on there. So what is next for Bitcoin ordinals? What projects are coming up next that we have an eye on? Well, let's dig into those. OnlyFor, yes, that's right. That is the project that Logan Paul bought for really high and sold for really low. I think he had one of the most rares in that collection. That being said, pretty much since then, OnlyFor was acquired by somebody who actually got to interview the CEO recently. His name is Henry, or Starlord. I got to interview him on another channel. Definitely, he is excited, and they've been building on Bitcoin ordinals for a while now. OnlyFor is already an established ETH anime project focused on making comics and everything like that. They're actually releasing 3,333 ordinals, and these ordinals just look really cool. We can actually just go probably to their Twitter and filter by media to kind of see some of the recent ones that they're going to do. Here's a little bit about their mint that's coming up. This is the price. So phase 1, only holders allow list, 0.007, official allow list, priority wait list, which by the way, I messaged before making this video, and I won't use it on Twitter to do a giveaway or anything because it's not quite whitelist. But if you want that priority waitlist, if you think it has a chance to hit this, then leave a comment down below in this video, and I'll try to get you that priority waitlist. And then it's going to have the public sale. Really excited about OnlyFor. Think the founder is amazing. Think this could do well. The pictures themselves are really cool, or the PFPs themselves are really cool. Again, project's been building for a while. It's actually the villains on the chain. So we already had the other members of the story. So now we're having the members or the villains forever inscribed on ordinals. By the way, this isn't what are Bitcoin ordinals. I've already done a ton of videos like that. Go check the playlist that I showed at the very beginning of this. I can leave it at the top or in the next video. We can go on to the next one because again, we're knocking out 3 and 1. Inked on BTC. Been working for a while, not a lot in the bio. All I know is this is amazing art, working with some really good communities. You can see this Magic Eden is going to be their launch pad. That's the Magic Eden, one of their logos, and these just look sick. They've been doing really good on the marketing front. A lot of people are excited about them. You can see their comic style that they're going to do as well. Yet another anime project coming to ordinals, where there's only a handful of anime projects, period. There hasn't been a whole lot of information released. You really got to hang out in the Discord. If you want to find out about whitelists, you can just join their Discord. Their Twitter is InkOnBTC. I did message the founder directly, not trying to put you on the spot, but I asked for some whitelist spots for people watching this video, and still waiting on a response for that. So if I get that response, definitely gonna give out some spots to people who interact with this video. Hopefully we get that, but we will see. The next one is coming up in just a few days, and this is the project out of all of them. I really only know what I know about it because there's kind of little information, but it's minting on February 22nd. I'm currently recording and posting this video on February 19th, and it is Ordinal Wizards. Okay, so the main thing about them is they just look really cool. I like the art a lot, just of these wizards, and it's kind of a tribute to Taproot Wizards, which I made a video on that a year ago. And this again is a 3-3-3 collection. One of the things that Wizards of Ord aim to do, or that they're going to do, is exclusively inscribe on block 78 as a tribute to Hal Finney. Who is Hal Finney? I'm going to tell you about that at the end of this video. Very interesting backstory there. Basically, people even believe him to be Satoshi Nakamoto himself. And as I mentioned earlier, tribute to Mavin's Bot and Taproot Wizards. So as far as if this project's going to cook or not, they've done great marketing. They've worked with great communities. The person behind Wizards of Ord is really important. Lifafifo, I probably destroyed that. He helped a lot with our Ninja Alerts inscriptions, just to kind of last minute, or those Pizza Ninja inscriptions. And he's very well known in the community. And again, the marketing around the project's been very solid. They've been teaming up with the right people. Really like the memes and everything that they're doing. Whether this is going to cook or not. So pretty much everything I've mentioned, I actually do plan on holding. I do have whitelist for, I think that I have whitelist for this. I definitely have it for OnlyFor, and I think I have it franked on BTC. So just to throw that out there transparently, I do have whitelist for these. These are actually, I would consider mid to long-term holds for me. It really just depends on everything that's going on. I'm likely to hold, likely to sell. I have no idea. I did tell OnlyFor specifically when I interviewed the founder that I would hold his, and it's a really cool anime PFP, but I usually like to hold, people that I support. And if you supported the Pizza Ninjas, then I want to support the Wizards of Ord. So really looking forward to minting this on February 22nd. If I remember correctly, it's a pretty fair mint price. I don't see it right here off the top, but again, working with really solid people, working with emojis, another amazing project. So this is really interesting on the Hal Finney and block 78. Block 78 was the first block on Bitcoin to be mined by somebody other than Satoshi himself. Hal Finney was an OG Bitcoin core dev. He was involved with, he was the first transaction ever sent was from Satoshi Nakamoto to Hal Finney. He was previously a game designer, really into cryptography. Again, a lot of people, and there is evidence, suspect him to be Satoshi Nakamoto himself. Apparently, he had somebody in his own neighborhood named Satoshi Nakamoto, could have named it after that. Shortly after Hal Finney passed away of, I forgot, ALS, Satoshi Nakamoto completely disappeared from any internet forum. So that was years after Bitcoin. There was still discussion with Satoshi off of his accounts, and it just went dry after that. Not saying this is definitively Satoshi, but this is just an interesting, fun, random nerd fact to the side to end this video with. That's 3 projects coming up that I'm really excited about. I hope that you guys can enjoy these Bitcoin Ordinal projects with me, and that this information helps you at all. I plan on doing a lot more videos like this in the future because there's so many coming up. I already have my hand in a lot of them. I'm trying to get whitelist for you guys, for people that support my content, for people, my YouTube members that are in my core community, future members, and everything like that. So be sure to like this video. Let me know down below in the comments if you're looking forward to any of these. If you want to get involved in Bitcoin Ordinals, I can help you get started. And I will see you guys next video.